Did you know that post-traumatic stress disorder, or what we call PTSD, is actually the most common symptom that adults who have experienced childhood trauma really develop? These symptoms include the flashbacks, nightmares, intrusive thoughts, severe emotional distress when reminded of the traumatic event. And the sad thing is that the symptoms really significantly impact daily life and functioning, and it's the number one reason that people come to see me for therapy. And the next most common symptom is actually depression. Because childhood trauma increases the risk of developing depression in adults who experience trauma during the early years, and which leads them to struggle with persistent feelings of sadness, hopelessness, low energy, or lack of interest or pleasure in activities. It's amazing how those symptoms disappear when dealt with. And most people feel that their lives have changed after just one session. The third most common symptom would be anxiety disorders. That is what generally includes general anxiety, panic attacks, social anxiety. These are all common for adults who've experienced childhood trauma. They may also experience excessive worry, fear, restlessness, and physical symptoms like rapid heartbeat or trembling. All of these symptoms can really interfere with your daily life and especially with relationships. And the fourth most common symptom is actually substance abuse and addiction, because some people who have endured childhood trauma turn to substances like alcohol and drugs as a way to really cope with their emotional pain and distress. Substance abuse and addiction can develop as a result, and it's important to know that childhood trauma can really manifest in other ways as well, including self-destructive behaviors, self-harm, disassociation, difficulty forming healthy relationships, and really a whole range of physical health problems. But the good news is there is help to alleviate all of these symptoms. Having experienced PTSD myself, and now using the protocol I've developed that most people find complete relief with in just one session, or sometimes two, is the hardest part is for most people who have the symptoms that are left over from childhood trauma to actually believe there is hope and there is help. And it is possible to be free to live without any of these symptoms ever again. What I know to be true is life is short and there's no reason to keep suffering. So if this is you, you've suffered long enough and you really deserve health and happiness in your life, because we can't change the past, but we can change the future. So please comment below if you have any questions. I'm here if you're struggling. And I also invite you to a free 15-minute call to really find relief. I'd love to chat with you. So until we meet again, I'm wishing you all the best.